It's tough. It's tough to get up every morning and do things right all the time. That's the true definition of being tough, is getting up and going to class every day. You know, doing that last assignment when you know there's a party on Friday night. All right, coming to practice on time, hitting every rep in that weight room. That's tough. That's tough. It's easy to push a snooze button and go to sleep. It's easy to say, man, coach tripping, man. I don't want to do that today, or man, it's too hard, man. What's this got to do? That's easy. It's tough to do things right all the time, and it's tough to bring somebody else along with you.
Just a few moments, I want to talk to you about how I handle adversity.
Let's go. Get something out of it. Get something out of it.
As I was reading this particular scripture, I began to think of a story of an old farmer. This farmer, he had a donkey who he said was no use to him. And so he said, I'm going to bury the donkey because I have no use for him now. He proceeds to bury the donkey. He's not looking at the donkey, and he's just throwing the dirt over his shoulder. The next thing you know, after he does this for a while, he turns around and he sees the donkey that he put into the hole. So he asks himself, what happened? How is it this donkey that I had no use for finds himself on level ground with me when I put him in a hole? This is what the donkey did. He took the dirt that the farmer threw on his shoulders. He shook it off and he packed it under his feet. And the more he shook off the dirt, which represents adversity, the more he would put it under his feet. And every time the farmer would put more dirt on him, it was just allowing him to move to the next level. So the question is, Pastor Griffin, how do we handle adversity as the Wildcat football team? You simply just shake it off and you allow it to put you up on the next
Nothing
level.
can stop me. I'm all the way up.
When I say kick clap, y'all say boo. Kick clap, kick clap, kick clap.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can
Welcome
stop
to Denton, Texas for tonight's critical afternoon showdown between the North Texas Mean Green and your four-time conference champion, Bethune-Cookman Wildcats.
Now when I'm running vertical, once I make my move here, I just pin my chin. See my shoulder? And I can still dig. You know what I'm saying?
With a towering punt. That'll take Brown to his own 10, but he's got room to run. Cuts across the sunny. Tight ropes the sideline. He cuts right. One man to beat. Frank Brown across midfield to the 30, to the 20. Frank Brown is gone.
How we do it.
87-yard punt return.
44 carries and scored twice. Morris with it, throws over the middle, deflected and intercepted at the 30-yard line. Return to the 20, still on his feet to the 15, to the 10, up the far sideline, and out of bounds at the marker with a touchdown is DeQuan Richardson. He went.
Williams shows that speed. The former Cowboys loose. Akevius Williams, the quarterback, is gone.
That's what he can do.
Touchdown, BCU.
That's what he can do. Just things we can build on. Just keep playing. You finish the football game.
That will do it from Denton. After an early punch by Frank Brown on a punt return, North Texas stormed ahead to a 3-possession lead, and Bethune-Cookman could not come back as the Mean Green win this one 41-20.
With obstacles everywhere and roadblocks the size of a mountain. The road is long and unforgiving, a road forged long ago by the many champions who began their journey the same way.
So correct your attitudes. Get your mind right. This was in the books. No sense in crying about it. It's over. 41-20. To a team you really could have beat the hell out of. But we didn't.
Beaten down, but never beaten out.
Everything has a correlation, man. Football and life has big time correlations. You don't just become responsible. You don't just become accountable. You don't just become a guy who does things right all the time. You know, that's not a flip. That's not a switch you can flip. You know, that's something that's learned and that's ingrained in you. And that's something that we do every day, but that this game can teach you. You know, it's tough.
I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.